Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs. Last episode we just finished shooting primer and then we shot our black on here, a roll bar in the bed. Well, this thing has sit for a day and overnight, so it's plenty dry enough we can start our wet sanding on our primer and take a look at our black and see how it turned out. Let me bring you the camera in closer and let y'all see what we've got accomplished. And keep in mind, we're back in the shop area where the light is not so great, but you should be able to see what's going on well. Let's say for the most part, the primer laid really well and pretty smooth. We did have some places, like up here on the hood on the second coat, you see where it didn't lay so great. Gonna be a little extra sanding on that, but that's okay. Our black seemed to turn out really well. It's a pretty good paint. That's a PPG brand. And as you can tell, all I did was shoot it over the primer. And it has a really nice gloss to it. Same way in the bed. I think that's just fine. We're gonna let that be. I see no issues with that. Here's a spot that I've already started water sanding on. That was with some 320. We're going to bring it all down to water sand with 400. We'll start on our tailgate, and I'll show you a little bit about block sanding. What I got is a piece of 400, and I got a block. Now this doesn't fit properly. These are adequately for an electric sander. But you know, sandpaper, block's block. You do with what you got. Alright, I got some mix here. It's mostly water, but it does have a little bit of soap in it. Some oxygen orange. Just want to get the area good and wet. And I also got another bottle here with just water in it to rinse with. Keep that paper wet. Now just get your block, sand it out. Be careful down in your lines. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on this. I am watching my corners. Slowing down a little bit because you will take primer, paint, whatever off your corners super quick if you don't watch what you're doing. Grab just a regular water here. And I only use microfiber towels. Oh yeah, let's see, that's just smooth. Super smooth, no issues. Do you hear that? You tell a big difference. Alright, well, I just wanted to show y'all a little bit about water sanding. Like I say, when your primer lays down really nice like this did in most places, then just a 400 and wet sander all down, and then of course clean it real well and do all your prep work, and then you're ready for a nice smooth paint job. Alright guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and keep on keeping on. I got a lot of wet sanding to do, and I'll show y'all the progress when I get there. Well, we finally got her all water sanded down, as you can tell. And if you don't look like this by the time you get through water sanding, then you just didn't do it right. Let me bring the camera in closer and let you see what kind of mess we got here. Yeah, it looks pretty rough after you water sand it. A lot of streaky spots and such as that. But that's just where I took a little water and a rag and wiped it off. Now, just as soon as it stops raining, I can get this thing out there and get it washed and get this thing ready to shoot some color on it. Here, the tailgate's pretty dry and I got it cleaned off well. Maybe the camera will show y'all that there. The thing about it is, you want it smooth. I mean, that's nice and slick, and that's the way your paint's gonna lay down. Well, I just got through washing her. Actually, it's all looking pretty good. Yeah, not bad at all. So guys, when I washed everything under the hood, I did cover up like the alternator, the ignition, well, the coil pack, electrical box, everything important that could have got messed up with some water, got covered up. But I tried to get it clean as I could under the hood. But there we go. Now we just need to get it dried off real well. And then we'll leave it out. I'm gonna leave it out here in the sun for a while. But I'm gonna bring the air out here and just do what I can with it and get it dried off, leave it out here, let it run a little bit, then I'll stick her in the paint booth. Got her all dried out and in the paint booth. It's been sitting overnight, so all the water should be gone. We currently got the heat cranked up, trying to get it up to temperature in here. Waiting for Shannon. She's gonna come out and help me take the doors off. I've already got the hood. You can see I made me a quick stand there to hold my stuff for paint. It ain't the prettiest, but it works. So what we're going to do is, let's say next, we'll get the doors off, get them hung up. I'm going to go ahead and start doing some taping until she gets here. And then we'll get her wiped down and get her ready for paint. Oh, we finally got it all taped up and wiped down. And no joke, except for Shannon coming out and helping me with the doors. Y'all know I work by myself. It took me right at 5 hours to get all of this wiped down. Little clean spots that I didn't like, I had to check out. All the taping. There's a lot of taping goes on. Yes, and that's a cheap tablecloth. It's like $1 at the Dollar Tree, and I had some of them. I thought, well, that'll be perfect. Save some of my paper, and I mean, for $1, you can't beat it. Everything's ready to rock and roll. Camera focus. Yeah, I had to hang this door here on the end. Just wasn't enough room to hang it beside the other, but that's okay. The rack is working really well, and it's serving its purpose. So all we're lacking is the truck itself, taking the tack rag and wiping it down. We'll do that right before we paint. We'll run in, get the paint and everything, get it out here and get it set up and mixed. And what I'm going to do, I have a little GoPro will be in the door. Y'all can see some of the paint work going on. And this camera, be in another room looking through the door. Hopefully y'all get a decent picture of that. all of our base on. Ended up putting 3 coats on. That was all of it. We bought a gallon setup and I sprayed every bit. I did save just a little bit for a touch-up in case we made a mistake somewhere. And it really didn't turn out too bad. Let me bring the camera in closer. I'm going to show y'all why I didn't go ahead and just clear this thing, because I want this thing super slick. And I don't know if it's just spray gun I'm using. I mean, it's a nice expensive gun, but it is old. My technique, my pressure, something, this base didn't lay down as smooth as I would like it to. So what we're going to do is get the rest of the tape off of it, take it back over in the first bay, and we're going to water sand this thing with 2000 and get it super slick, and then get it prepped, tape back up, and get ready for a clear. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, it is green. But if you can see, hopefully the camera's showing that up. And that's got a rough texture right there. Right there is smooth. But I just got a lot of overspray issues. And like I say, that could be me or the gun. I mean, it really didn't turn out super bad at all. And the doors. The hood, I had some tiger striping going on. But I think I fixed it with that last coat. At least I hope I did. It all turned out pretty good. I thought I had some runs, and I think I actually do. Hard to see on the camera, but right through here, I laid it way too heavy. Of course, we can get all that sanded out. I mean, like places like this that we've done our body work, it turned out really nice. Paint laid in there very well. Of course, we've done a good job getting it all trimmed out. My stripes I made coming up didn't work out so well. And lesson learned. I was really tired when I got through with this yesterday afternoon. And I should have waited a little bit and untaped it. But I didn't. I waited until this morning. And as you can see, that's what happens. Paint stuck to that tape too much and it peeled it off. So I'll have to correct all of these. Yeah, but not too bad at all. I thought I had another little run. Yeah, there it is. That one you should be able to see. It's not real bad, but it will sand out. And now that's the difference between just a paint job and a very nice paint job. Like I say, we've got plenty of base on it. 3 coats is plenty to sand with. I'm only using 2000. It's probably going to work me to death, but it will sure be worth it whenever it's all said and done, because we'll get this base smooth, and I mean smooth. And then once we get our clear done, we'll have to water sand and buff out that clear, because we want that showroom shine, or the car show shine, whatever you call it. We just want it to look nice. Alright, I'm going to get to it. I got to get the rest of the tape off and the paper, get it over in the other bay, and get to sanding. Well, that does it for this video. I think we've done a lot, accomplished a lot, and done fairly well on what we've done. Stay tuned for next video, so I'll show you how to get the thing sanded down, and then we'll get some clear on it and hopefully wrap up the painting part of this project, which we still got a lot to do with the interior. Got to put the rims on it. Still a lot of stuff to do, but at least we'll get the paint part knocked out. Well, everyone, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would, throw me down some comments, and please hit that like and subscribe. Share the video. Sure like to get this channel to 1,000. That would be pretty cool. If you're able, hit us up on our Patreon. Every little bit helps. I mean, pack of sandpaper, you know, whatever, a little thinner. I mean, all this stuff goes a long way in helping out the channel. Well, again, thank y'all very much. Until the next one, I hope everyone has a fantastic day.